Newcastle, the ownership of Newcastle United being back on by the wealthy owners. Their names, let me. I forgot the exact name.
It's the Saudis.
The Saudi Arabia, yeah, the owners. They've got a net worth of 320 billion. Now to put that into perspective.
And that's pounds, not that it really matters.
No, some people listen, that might matter. Yeah, 320 billion pounds. Sheikh Mansour, obviously at Man City, his net worth is 23.3 billion. That may have gone up a little bit or gone down a tiny bit. And Roman Abramovich at Chelsea is 9.6 billion.
Oh, paupers compared.
And then Stan Kroenke at fourth is Arsenal owner, obviously with 6.8 billion. So the gap between these new owners that might be coming to Newcastle is scarily big, and yes, it will have effect on us in a sense that Newcastle might be the new Man Cities and more, as in new management, new world-class players. Big investment. It's back on basically. It's not confirmed that it's going to happen, but it's back on.
It looks pretty nailed on from what I was reading before we came on air. It looks pretty
close. I'm going to be honest to happening. So, how do you feel about that? How that dynamic of Newcastle United having these rich owners maybe becoming a big six or a top six?
A big six.
Big six. I've got to say big because I guess the money.
I mean, they'll become a big one, the biggest one. Football is pretty much about money. You look at the last 10 seasons, 7 out of the last 10 seasons, and I'll call them the sugar daddy clubs, just in case anyone's of any doubt. Sugar daddy clubs for me, Man City and Chelsea.
Yeah. Would you want this owner at Arsenal though? I wouldn't mind a sugar daddy. I can't lie. I wouldn't mind one at Arsenal. Gonna be honest.
Okay, so
320 billion pounds, Julian.
Okay, it's really difficult for me to answer, but I'm going to answer that. In that, my feelings are, I am totally against it, and there's so many reasons why I'm against the sugar daddies coming in. Yeah. However, it would be absolutely hypocritical for me to then go and say, yes, I'd love them to buy Arsenal.
So where's the answer? So is it a yes, I would want them at Arsenal?
Look, if we look at, let's take Manchester City. When I was growing up, an away day at Manchester City usually meant we were four goals to the good within 20 minutes. They were a nothing team. I liked Manchester City. They were kind of almost everyone's second team. Yeah. Because they normally they had a chance to get a good result against United, and they were the other team in Manchester, and we all hated United. So City were kind of a popular team. Yeah. Then literally overnight, I think it was around 2006, you get the Qataris come in, and I don't even know if they knew where Manchester was. City were in the old third division not so long ago, and suddenly they throw the most outrageous amount of money. Yeah,
crazy.
It was crazy. They had a share capital in 2006 of less than £1 million. 2019, 2020, that's at 1.3 billion. Billion. It's gone from under 1 million to 1.3 billion from 2006 to the 2019-20 season.
Bloody hell.
Now,
I wonder what Newcastle is at now and will be.
Yeah.
When they come in after a few years, it'd be interesting.
Yeah, I wouldn't even take it. It'd be a few years. Yeah. So what happens to City? City go from look. I'm not saying they were nothing because they meant something to their supporters.
Correct.
But as regards trophies and being a serious team, they were a nothing team. They were a nothing. They had no real history of success, and within the space of a few years, they start attracting. They started attracting almost immediately. I think Robinho was the first player. He didn't know where Manchester was. I think he thought he was signing for United. he turns up. He's the first player. Then, very, very quickly, they attract all the big players. And there can only be one reason why they want to attract the big players. It's money.
Yeah,
money. And I'm not saying that if I was a player, I wouldn't have gone there. Obviously, I'd play for Arsenal and that's it. But if the average player that didn't have this affinity to Arsenal, I'm sure I'd have my head turned by money. So it would be hypocritical for me to say I don't understand it, how wrong it is. Yeah. But that is the reality.
It came down to money.
It comes down to money. So you get the situation where you have two teams at the moment that had very little history of success, that have won 7 out of the last 10 Premiership competitions. Now, when we go back to last season in the European Super League, I totally understand the reasons why people were against it. I mean, you yourself, you were against it as well, weren't you, Cecil?
Yeah, I was against the Super League, and I know there was you questioned it at times and said there is some benefits to it. And I actually, when you spoke to me and broke down some of the reasons, some things I was like, okay, I agree with that, but the no competition,
absolutely,
laws within it just kind of ruined the whole thing for me. And yeah, just the big six or top six being in it every year. Didn't sit well with me, or every 2 years. So yeah,
so absolutely, and I totally understood that, and I agreed with it. As football fans, we want competition.
Right.
So I understood we don't want the European Super League because it's not competitive. That isn't the game we love and are supported. Now, if money is dominating football,
yeah, which is,
and you allow the sugar daddies to basically reign free,
yeah,
and then you bring in a third super daddy, what's going to happen?
It's going to be money, all money.
Well, it is all money. But what you're going to get is 3 teams dominating, or maybe just one.
Yeah, it could be just
as
one.
you
Could be
said,
just
the kind of
United,
the difference is, and Newcastle haven't got a history of success. Newcastle have got a history of failure.
Yeah, it's true. Not doing too well.
Yeah. So whereas you look at Arsenal, look at Arsenal's history. 1930s, we won our first. We won championships. 1940s, 1950s, we won championships under Herbert Chapman, Whittaker, Allinson. 1970s, we won the double, Bertie Mee. 1980s and 90s, we won championships, FA Cups, Cup Winners' Cup with George Graham. Arsene Wenger, we know all about. The success that he had. Even under Mikel Arteta, we've had success. We've had success. Now,
in a trophy, that is.
As regards a trophy. Now, where I appreciate, and one of the things I can be absolutely supportive of Arsenal is organic growth.
Yeah.
The reason I've supported Arsenal and been drawn to Arsenal is because they've built up this success over so many years, and it makes it more natural.
Yeah, I agree.
But what have we got now? We've got teams like City and Chelsea, and now looks like Newcastle. They're a nothing team. Suddenly